go to your drive and then created a new sheet. Usually what I do, I have a student folder or like a grade 6, grade 7. I've already made a folder.
Okay, so I need to make a folder really
Yeah,
fast.
make a folder.
New folder, and I'll do this one for 6CMU because I teach them, and let's put the date on as well, 2015 to 16, so I know when to delete it. Create.
Okay. Then go in that folder and create a new Google Sheet.
New Google Sheets.
Yeah. Then goes to Adds On.
Which is
on the top menus.
Oh, okay, I've got it. No, it's no thanks. Add-ons, get add-ons.
Yeah, get doctopus.
DOC2OPUS.
PUS.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one here.
Yeah.
Free.
Allow everything.
Allow. Okay. Working. Doctopus. Okay, let's get started by creating a roster.
Yeah, that's what you're going to need to do. Create a class roster.
Okay, so I need their names and emails.
Names, emails. Name, surname, and email.
Okay, so I've got over here Camus.
I usually downloaded them from the system.
Okay, so I might do the same thing because I haven't got their email address there otherwise. Okay, so let's get the things from the system just like we were doing just a moment ago. So we go to Kim's. Try and get my password right first time. Try. I didn't. I told my class that I was going to change and I haven't. I'm really bad.
Go to lists.
Lists and
change
then grade 6. Choose a tutor group. It's Camus. Click on Go. Student particulars. So the forename, surname. Come on,
C. But don't forget Madeline.
Oh, poor old Madeline.
Don't take the forename. Take from Frankie.
Down. Oh, so I don't need that. I don't need headings, yeah.
Because it will add the headings for you.
Oh, okay. Command C, and let's go back into here.
Oh, wait. One thing. Go here, select a roster, and say that you want to build a new one.
Build a new roster, okay.
Because then it creates for names. It actually creates a roster.
Okay, so I just have to
select the method.
Select a method.
On this.
On this sheet.
Yeah.
Create roster.
Okay.
First name, okay. Command B. Oh, Command Z. I need to move down one. Command B. There we go. Email address. Kids' emails are here. C. There. Command B. Groovy.
Now set a name. That's where things can be a bit tricky. It's always the name. For my classes, because I'm creating for them their science folder, I started with science. So I put science 6 CMU.
Okay, which makes sense. So how do I name it?
Just refresh.
Refresh.
Because then you're gonna set the name.
Okay.
So click at that.
So 6 CMU. But it's going to be in that folder, so I don't have to worry about the year.
No, their names will come later.
Okay.
Save roster and continue.
Oh, do I need to press? Or is it because I got a space, perhaps? Maybe there's not spaces.
Select class folders. Okay, we'll create a class folder. Give you a save. Sorry, Chris.
It's okay. Button corners.
So see, now it will create a Science 6CMU. This is your teacher one. This is your class edit, class view. And all students will have a folder like that. Science, their surname, their name. Create and share folders.
That's cool. So that's the bit that is a real pain in the butt.
Yeah, they will receive it now because you actually put it there.
Okay, so they'll get a message sent to them that this is your folder.
Yeah, and then you need to open the folder, tell them to open the folder, add to my drive. And what I did with mine, I told them to add my drive there because I share a folder, not my drive, I share a folder with them. So I told them to everybody to add my folder inside of this.
Which is the teacher one?
No.
Oh no, you got another one.
You will see, when it's done, you will receive it as well. It's inside of their own folder. I have my teacher folder. Because the teacher folder, they don't see it.
Okay.
It's yours. Because you can see all the students from there.
But
you can add
they're
all
going to
your...
take a special science folder that they're going to make just for me to drop resources into and stuff,
Yes.
and they all get a copy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Cool.
that's what I do. You know, I don't know if there is another way to do that, because I don't want to share this teacher's folder with them, because the teacher folder, it's where you keep your rubrics, it's where you keep the templates of the assignments that you send, it's where you can access all their folders, because you have access to their folders now. But then I still share that Mrs. Cage a class folder with them, and they all add inside of this.
So they don't have to reshare their folder with me?
No, it's shared.
That's cool. So really it's my folder
It's your folder
that I'm sharing with them. But
yeah, but it's they have the things on their computer. You're just the owner of the folder where they're putting the things.
It takes a little bit of time for it to process, I guess.
Usually it's a bit quicker, but anyway, it needs to see it's doing for each student. It's creating a folder key for each of them.
Oh, so it's yes, working its way down.
Working, yeah.
And so the exclude column?
If you want to exclude a student, or because sometimes you can use the same roster to send it work to them. So then you can exclude and send it to few of them.
That's cool.
So this is just the initial one. And the way to create the work, it's the same, but then you just go and, build it up on top. You created your work, and this is just the folder.
Cool.
To do your new assignment, you just create it again, and then you will see that we'll ask you how do you want it, if you want individual work, class work, and if you say same one, class work, it will put inside of the class view, or the class edit. So it depends on the work that you want, it sends to the folder you want. I thought it was like, it's neat to use after you get the hook of.
I think I'm going to get it eventually.
Oh yeah, you get it quicker than me.
It is inside G drive.
Yeah, it's inside of the drive, so I'll show you what I have for my classes.
Because that's a better one, because then you can see one that's actually been done. Successfully saved roster. To help stay organised.
So go to your email and see if you already have an email saying that you created.
Okay, so not yet.
No.
Let's refresh.
See if it's telling us to click on anything. Save roster and continue.
I seem to have lots of activities and services. Successfully updated roster. Okay, so now I can go back. Oh, let's just do a spin thing.
And you see this from here now. If you wanted to create a work for them, you created the folders. So you can stop it here for today. But let's say next time you wanted to set up a work, you're going to do the same thing, but then you're going to use this roster that you had already created. So you're not creating a new. You find this one and it shows. And then you can send individual, all the same. So everybody will receive the same. Individual differentiated.
There's one copy.
So then one of each. Project groups. And it can go on the class view or not. You decided where you want. And the whole class creates a single shared copy of the doc for your whole class. This for sure are going to go on class edit, because then everybody's collaborating on that one.
Okay.
So what I find it super
So actually,
neat.
do I? Oh no, I don't.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to.
And on my
it should
email.
have been in your email already, or in your drive. You probably. I don't know. I don't remember if you received or not. I know that you are in your drive. It's there already.
Okay.
Drive.
Here we go. Oh, it's called Untitled Spreadsheet, or so I go back into 6CMO.
Did you put it in there? Did you remember? This is just your spreadsheet that is there. The folder is outside. Sorry, I think there was one thing that we should have put it in there. But you can always move.
Okay.
So go to the drive.
My drive.
It's in here.
Is it doctopus or something like
How
that?
do we call science 6EMU?
Oh, there they are.
Yeah. So just move to.
Oh, actually, here can I? Move. Okay.
Yeah, and it's there. So if you click inside, now click in there.
In this one.
Yeah, you have your class edit, class view. The students folder individually, it's already here for you.
Okay. So into. Okay. So each.
And inside of each of them, what do they have already? They have a class view.
Mhm.
They have a class view and a class edit. What I did with mine.
So what is classroom? What is class edit?
Any document that you want the class to view.
Oh, you just drop into
but
there.
not do it. They just need to drop it there.
And
If it's class edit, it's there.
Do they get their own? No, that's the whole class editing one document.
Yes, yeah, because then everybody has edit permit.
Okay, so I can go back up to here.
So what I did with mine, let's see.
And I just drop them into class view for that,
Yeah.
or class edit. That's
Yeah.
fine.
It actually, when you set the order roster, you're gonna tell you. So I would save this one here, 6EMU.
Mm-hmm. 2015.
So like you know.
Just put the bracket. Okay.
So see mine. How do I organize? I have a grade 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a Mrs. Cage folder 2015-2016,
Mm-hmm.
where I just have sound and light for now. But then I keep building up that I get body defenses and all. So at the end of the year, my folder looks like this.
Okay.
The folder that I shared. So this folder I shared with everybody.
So it's actually worth having a grade 6 folder, grade 7 folder, grade 8
I
folder,
do
because
that.
next year
I have
you've got the same folder, you've just got the
So I
same
just-
resources.
Just
You
keep archive.
and
This is archive. I just realized that I wrote in Portuguese. One parent told me, there was just one thing. I think there was a word in Portuguese in there. I was like, yes.
So if I want to share one of those with the class, do I drop that into?
No, I did. I don't know what I did. I shared and I asked them to add.
Oh, okay, so then
Because
they
I
add it
was
to their
like,
own
you
stuff.
know, yeah, I was a bit worried. So like, they all have. So that one is the same as yours. I created a student folder if I have more than one class. I always do student folder. I know where the things is. Then I have a class edit, class view that is the same that everybody has, plus the students.
Mm-hmm.
So in the students, it's that big list.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go Sinclair, they're all messy. See, they're very messy kids, but they're still good. So I have, oh my God. Okay, you have Mrs. Cager, that is my folder.
Uh-huh.
So they add here. This is
So that's the one you
folder.
shared with them extra.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
her folder. Okay.
Then I asked them to create a science folder where they will put light and sound, their journal and blog. So this is just between them and me.
So this student needs to make where she's got her science folder.
Yeah.
She hasn't got yet a light and
Yeah.
sound one, but when she organises
Yeah.
for the next unit,
Yeah,
she'll just make
She
one.
will have it. Because that's the way that they do. It's just that, now nobody needs to share anything for me. I don't need to go and share with me and add them in there.
But she didn't even really need to put her surname on it, her name on it.
Yeah.
Because
it's inside of her own folder, She did it because she wanted it. And then this one here, it's the class view. We don't have anything we haven't done, And doctopus created for you, so I just leave it. But see, this one, it's hers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shared with me because it's under the one that I shared with her.
That's cool. I like it.
But then it's not shared with anybody else. But this one, if we look, because it's class edit, and if you look, everybody has access. See?
Mm-hmm.
This one, if we look and share.
But it did that automatically.
It'll be just her. No, because this is view.
This is the view one.
This is the view one.
But
so
her one is just for
her one
for the
is
Measure
just
Science folder.
here. It's just between her and me.
Yeah.
It's shared with her because it's my folder actually.
Yeah, even though it's in her thing because
Yeah,
she's dropping.
Exactly.
That's very cool. Thank you very much for that. That was a good tutorial. I'll